If we were to import a design that came in from a different piece of software, more than likely it comes in not ready to be filled in with granites. So I'll just go ahead and place this design here. And as you can see, it's only the black outline. So the tool that we'd use to fix that or to fill it in is this one called Fill Grayscale. And we can just hit F on the keyboard or click on that button, and it will fill that in with the correct with the correct grayscales. What it does is it takes all of the inside pieces and combines those together, and then fills them in with 10% gray, and then just your very outside outline is then filled in with black. I'm going to go ahead and center these pieces real quick on our stone so that it looks a little nicer. As I mentioned before, if we already had granite fills in our design, as we bring in pieces, they don't automatically come in filled, and so we'd have to either select on that and fill it in with the same color, or if we want to, we'll just go ahead and work in grayscale to begin with, and that way we don't have to worry about those coming in different. This Fill Grayscale button is different than this Fill Grayscale button. This one will apply fills and do combine objects together, whereas all this does is removes the granite fills that have already been applied. And we can also notice from this, it came in with the black outline, or it didn't come in with a black outline, but the Fill Grayscale creates a black outline, so if we wanted to match the gray outline from before, we'd have to select that as well, and then go to dark gray here. One of the things you'll notice is that these rings would probably look better showing through to the polish instead of frosted there in the centers of the rings. So what we'd use for that is this tool called Knockout. I can go ahead and click on Knockout first, and then it changes your cursor to this crosshair, and then what you do is you click on each of the different pieces that you want to knock out, and then when you're done, you have to hit Escape on the keyboard to end your knockout. What that effectively does is it takes those pieces that were all combined together, and it takes out that interior piece and combines that with the outline, and that makes it so that it shows through to whatever is behind it. I'm going to undo to get back to where we were. But now that you can see that that shows through to the polish, that looks really nice. And once that's done, then we can go ahead and refill it with granite colors if we wanted to. In order to use Knockout, you have to be in grayscale mode anyway. If we tried to knock things out that were colored in granites, it wouldn't actually work. So it's good to be in grayscale for that tool to work. The other thing with this Fill Grayscale is if you wanted to remove fills from the entire selection, let's say we wanted to take this selection and get rid of all the fills altogether, we can hold down Shift on the keyboard and then click on this button. And what that does is it removes all fills and then gives just a hairline black outline to everything. And I'll go ahead and show real quick how Fill Grayscale can work on multiple selections. So I can select everything on the inside here first, or all together. I do not select the stone shape because it's not meant to work that way. But having all those inside pieces selected, I can then click on Fill Grayscale, and that will go and do all my filling and combining for me. Then I would have to actually manually do the shape color here, as well as the two rock pitched sides. And because we had a black outline on everything before, I'd have to select it all and then right click on this no fill swatch, and that would get rid of all of those outlines for me. I think it looks better and more natural without the harsh black outlines, though occasionally you may want to put some outlines. Left clicking on any of these colors does the fill color, and right clicking does the outline color. Once again, to get those rings knocked back out, I'll just go to Knockout, click on the two pieces, and then hit Escape on the keyboard to end my knockout. And that way I can fill it back in with granite colors, and everything looks nice. Once again, though, we've change these to black, and so we'll have to change that. We'll change that back to white here. I've also got the black lettering now, which I could go back and change that back to gray if I wanted, but I'll go ahead and just leave it on black now.